Say hello to my Riamondo 108. This is a Spanish built guitar in the classical shape. I'll just come out, right? And I love this guitar. And I love this guitar because I've always wanted a classical guitar. And this one was given to me. I've taken the tuners off, by the way, in preparation for doing this. Now, the Riamondo series, they do some very, very expensive guitars. This one is not a cheap guitar, 150, 200 pounds. I must show you some of the work on it. If you look at the bridge, it needs some cleaning, of course, but look at the way the bridge is designed, and you put the bridge slot in there. It's beautiful. And come out again. And the beading on the edge is actual real wood, and it's beautifully done in two shades. And the wood itself, mahogany with a twin panel back. I don't think you can see that. Let me just turn that around and come out again. It's a beautiful piece of wood, and they have a good reputation for making some great guitars. Great neck on it. Damage there, which I can fix up easily. And I'm very pleased with it all around. It's great. I haven't done any work on it yet. There is a big problem though, and I'm not sure what way to tackle it. Because when I put my straight edge on it, I'll just show you, turn this around. When I put my straight edge on it, look at where it hits let me just go. Look where it's hitting well below where it should be hitting. It should be there, but it's there. And that makes it, when the strings are on, very high action. Now, that gives me a lot of problems, because when you look at the body of the guitar, look at the straight edge, follow the straight edge along, and you'll see the whole front of the guitar sunk down. Not just the neck, but the whole front of the guitar has sunk down. There's no bend there. That's perfectly straight from there, but the front part is down, and that is a problem. Can you see the gap in there? I think you can see the gap. Anyway, that is a problem. And what the problem is, there's a strut going across there, which has allowed that to cave in. Now, the cures for that can be taking the back of the guitar off. Look at that beautiful back with this beautiful beadwork. Taking that off, taking the strut out, putting shaving the ends of the strut and gluing it back in with grips and forcing the head back up again. So in other words, you shave off that, it forces that back up again. The other is to take the neck off. Take the neck off there. Put a shim in and see if that's enough to lift it. Because it's very solid. It's very solid. There's no movement there at all. The third is to do a kamikaze head style thing. And that means sawing down the whole way down there with a Japanese saw right up to the fret. Right up to the edge of the fret. Let me just go there, right. From there, saw right down to there. And then reshape the head. Don't like that either. And the fourth way to get the action right and to get it to be a good playable guitar is to take the head off completely. That sounds wonderful, but that's a major job. Now, if you look in there, let me just see with the torch. Can you see with the torch? They've done a wonderful job of sealing that head in with a large block. Let me just adjust this torch. I don't know if you can see it. It's flickering like mad. Forgive that, but there's a large angled foot-shaped block there. It's a wonderful job. I'm looking at options still. That is the strut that I need to shave if I do it with the back off. do I see? What do I see there? Let's have a good look around the guitar. I'm looking for the bridge coming through, but there is no bridge coming through because the string holes don't come through. Yes, my guitar in there, I like it because there's a bit of glue mess left. But if you can see the way the struts are on, it's quite a strong guitar. But they've obviously tried to strengthen the struts. Yeah, they've tried to strengthen the struts. Not a very good gluing job, because the struts may be prone to that. See that? Alright, okay, well, maybe a third way. We'll see. So I have a problem, and I'm not sure which way to tackle this yet. I have a feeling the whole head has to come off, and that means the fretboard has to be lifted, and the neck has to be reset down that way. I was thinking of a lateral thinking that if the back had struts on it, but it doesn't have any struts on it at the back. I was thinking that if it had struts, I would just put two pillars down and force that up, but that is not the case. It doesn't have struts. There's nothing to support the back, so if I put struts on, this would bulge out eventually over time and it would look horrible. Sound, you know, I'm fussy about the sound, but at the same time, it's a guitar that's going to hang on my wall and I'm going to play it once in a blue moon. But for the future of this guitar, I need to do something with it properly. And I got a feeling that's going to be a neck job, but look how beautifully, let me just show you this again. Look how beautifully that is being glued to the body, and how well it's done. Not a scratch on it, and look at how well the neck is. That's a beautiful fitting job. Should be proud of that. The problem is that the front part of the guitar is sunk down. So I'm going to put my thinking cap on about this, and any suggestions, I'm going to post this up, but if you have any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. Goodbye.